Yo, don't you hate? Don't you hate when you're a part of a collective? You guys plan for something. You know, people got busy schedules.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Today I was like, hey guys, I hate to bring us in early, but I have something that popped up last minute. And then somebody named Alex on this podcast was late.
Shit. Damn.
He said to us, what was the lie he said?
Seen
He
a
said,
trend here. We have more thoughts.
I didn't even know that was the plan. He came and shooting.
I'm starting to get a trend here.
In the group chat, Alex was like, yo, the roads are closed. So you mean to tell me all the roads are closed?
You gonna make me swear on God again? I don't want to do it
all
again.
the roads, bro?
No,
that was your go-to.
Y'all want the truth?
Tell me.
All right, bet.
Nah, wait. Before the truth. Let's laugh a little bit.
All right.
This is how I knew he was lying, right?
I wasn't.
Because you ever been late?
Yeah.
And like you can't show up all giggity and happy.
You gotta come
so you gotta like, man, like damn. He walked in just like that. So it triggered me. I'm like, he probably just woke up late, lollygagging a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Look at him laughing.
Caught a little extra mouth.
What? Ooh. Just to start the day off, right?
Yeah,
Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong starting your day off with a little mouth.
Yeah, you didn't want to eat this morning. You wanted to be 8.
Have you ever been swallowed up?
Yeah.
Nah, but what's y'all go to like running? Like, don't tell me the truth. What's y'all go to lie when you late? Like, what's the one?
I wasn't lying.
Not you, brother, because you would never do that.
Never.
I hate when people do that. That was good. You're good at this. Never you. Not you, brother.
No way.
Come on.
Okay, what do I use when I'm
what's
late?
the go-to?
My go-to.
And you know you wild late too. So
damn.
It can't be like the little y'all from right here.
I like to just say something that sounds out of the blue. Not the roads being shut down, because that happened.
Nah, that be happening.
Yeah, that be happening.
And you already used it.
Yeah, and you already used it. Yeah. I like to use some shit like my cousin got arrested at the 7th precinct, so I had to go up there.
How late are you with this one?
Huh?
How late?
How late am I?
Because each lie is for a different amount of lateness. So when your cousin is locked up facing murder, how late are you?
20 minutes.
All of that for 20?
That's too egregious for 20 minutes. You might as well not show up.
Cousin in a Rico for 20.
Yeah.
No, because I don't like being late for shit. I don't.
Because technically that's considered a family emergency. And
see that?
If I were you, you're not a pro at this. If I were you, I wouldn't say my cousin because that's too personal.
That's why you say
family
they
emergency.
Could pinpoint that cousin, right?
Yeah.
I got mad cousins.
Go right on your cousin IG, see him free as ever. Locked up.
Q.
He hooping.
My family came up in polygamy. It's a lot of us.
Okay.
So which cousin?
No, but don't know which tribe he from.
I'm not gonna lie. I done put a lot on my cousins.
The cousin. His is the cousin. What's yours?
Because if you say family emergency, they can't really ask you why.
They don't even know if it's your family.
When I hear family emergency, I think bullshit.
Yeah, I don't like the family
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I need more. No, I need more.
Really? It sounds corporate.
I need more.
Yeah, I need a little bit more. That's why, like, my cousin got locked at the 7th precinct because they said he was stealing.
What is the emergency of the family?
Yep. See that?
One that I don't feel comfortable sharing. That's how I always looked at it.
So now you don't feel comfortable sharing that, right?
No,
and now the other person, right?
Right, yeah, you're right.
But now the other person is automatically assuming now, like, oh, his motherfucker.
Yeah, but you got to sit in that assumption.
I have before.
Yeah, and I'll sit.
You know what I mean?
Sitting in something.
I'll sit in something. Lying. What you gonna hit him with, Pete?
I didn't lie about this. This actually was recent.
Okay.
I had something that popped up on a Friday. Usually it's on either a Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
Saturday and Sundays, traffic really isn't
it's terrible.
Most. No, and from
depending on where you are.
Yeah, from where I was going and the time that this thing was at, it wasn't really.
Gotcha.
Those times are usually open.
Right.
But this time, the Friday the roads were packed. So I just hit the person like, hey, like I didn't account for Friday traffic. Yeah. I'm running a little bit late. That's not a lie. It's the truth. It could be seen both ways.
Yeah, so it's a little.
Wait.
I mean, you can always get the traffic one off.
Yeah, traffic.
So you be telling niggas, yo, the GPS is wrong. That's what it sounds like.
Nah, I don't say that.
That's what it sounds like.
If you're gonna use that, it's hot as. If you're gonna use that, you just gotta say, yo, I got detoured.
Oh, he a vet in this calling out shit.
Detour.
Nah, it's not a vet. You never been detoured on the route? And
I just told you I was detoured this morning.
Yeah, but he didn't want to
believe me.
They closed every road in the city. He couldn't get
No,
here.
they didn't close every road in the city.
Nah,
They closed certain roads.
He had to park in his driveway and walk over. That's basically what he said, because the roads were closed.
You know what? This is why you got to start taking pictures when you were late.
That's true.
I'm gonna start doing that.
Go
live.
Go live.
Go live.
Because I need it in real time.
Nah, you got to FaceTime.
The picture is not accurate enough. I need
FaceTime
to see
the group.
live. Show me that the roads is closed right now.
Put your pussy on live for $1,000.
That was crazy. See, I can't use the driving joints because I'm never driving in. You know, my car's in the shop. You know what I mean?
But wait, no, you don't drive.
My car's in the shop.
He drives.
He does not drive.
Yes, I do.
I'm not gonna
lie.
You
got a car?
Don't tell my man.
Car's in the shop.
Yo, don't tell my man what he got and what he don't got.
He just told us a few episodes ago that he does not drive. He got his license, but he doesn't drive.
I seen him drive.
Yeah.
I seen him drive.
My car's in the
shop. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro.
The first time I heard Not Like Us was with Q. Do you know that?
Yeah.
He was in my car.
That's a fact.
The song was so crazy. I damn near gave him the key. That's how I know he could drive.
Yo.
I'm not lying. It's dead serious. It was outside.
But for the most part,
Kendrick said, boom. We went right to the car. We ran to the car. Me and Q like, Q, we did it?
What is
he
this?
He like, yeah, he did it.
Yeah.
We in the car sweating.
Someone like Q though, because he's.
I got to make up different lies. I do have my license, but I don't have a car and I don't drive.
Yeah, you take.
So I can never, unless I'm in an Uber, I can't really hit him with the traffic. Can't say the roads was closed.
Yes, you can.
Doesn't apply to me.
Yes, it does.
You say your train got
the train.
Yeah, that's an even better lie.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm not even in control of it. See, at least y'all be driving. Y'all in control. You can go past the speed limit if you need to. I have no control.
True.
Oh shit.
So either the train, that train traffic.
That train traffic is serious.
It's different
because it's unpredictable.
The train traffic.
Yeah.
That one. Oh yeah, I got caught up at work.
Oh yeah.
I work a lot, yo.
Yeah, niggas do work a lot.
I work a lot.
So
if I'm a little delayed, I have to stay a little later at work.
Okay.
Me and Alex run a live show. Anything can happen on a live show.
Hello.
Okay.
We went over.
Yeah,
we went over.
Anything live is unpredictable.
It's unpredictable.
I went over on the pod. We have to, you know what I mean?
If you peep, sometimes we do other podcasts.
Yeah.
I either get here 7 to 7:30. You never know.
You never know.
Sure. Yeah.
I like that one.
Come on.
But I don't know, man.
What? It's not good enough. It's not enough.
No, it is enough.
Can't be mad. I'm at work. What you want me to do?
Honestly, I like the transit one the most.
That one, because that one is really like.
Yo, them transit folks take their time, don't they?
They do.
Especially on the weekend schedules and things of that nature.
Yeah, I was telling P that though, because I take the train here from Midtown Manhattan to Brooklyn. So it's like, I told him today when I got here, because I got here like 11 on that dot, right? And I'm like, yo, bro, my travel time today was perfect because when you catch that train and then it links up with the other train, that links up with the other train.
Yeah.
It's like catching
but
all
if you
green
like
lights.
2 minutes off, because when
behind.
I got to the train station, that first train was 2 minutes away. The train after that was 15 minutes away.
So you had to.
You missed that first train. I'm cooked now.
I'm
automatically cooked because I left with just enough time to get there in time. So it's just like.
And now you got to trust that the train conductor got some mouth last night, had some breakfast. Like these things you have to account
nice hearty morning.
Yeah, you have to account for these things. Okay. That's why I'm always praying for the pilot.
True.
I'm always praying for the pilot.
Hopefully he had a massage.
I touched the plane and say in Jesus' name.
And be
They say the pilots be sleep though.
And that's the problem.
Because the planes be,
it's like,
sometimes they run on automatic.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Don't be scamming me right now, y'all. This ain't the time.
They say the pilot just be there. Like the plane just do its thing.
Just supervising.
Yeah.
This is welcome back to We Have More Thoughts.
You about to catch a flight soon?
Welcome back to We Have More Thoughts. It's your boy A, as always, accompanied by my great co-host, man. Love these guys. P, what up?
Yo, Poppy's in the chat. Yeah.
Poppy's not in the chat. Q, what's goodie, my guy?
I'm here. Mr. Welcome Down. Every episode, I'm going to walk him down.
Okay, cool. We're going to walk your hand. We're going to, ask for your hand sometime. Sometimes. All right, cool, man. Now, a lot going on.
There's a lot that's been happening.
I wanted to talk about errors for a second.
Okay.
Of course, here on We Have More Thoughts, we discuss sports from time to time. Yeah. Now, when you think about 90s basketball.
The golden age.
The golden age. What do you think about? What are certain things that you think about that come to your mind?
Physicality. Baggy shorts.
Oh, yeah.
Around our test.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Some of the best jerseys, too. I really like some
iconic
of the designs of the 90s jerseys.
Yeah.
And just rough and tough basketball.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Steven Jackson.
Yeah, what is wrong with you?
That was like late 90s, early 2000s.
That's when he was
okay. Like early
That's when
90s.
He was really banging the set.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
That nigga is a dog. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen to Steven Jackson. That's my dude. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Those are some of the same things I think about.
Hard-nosed basketball.
AI. I mean, you see, I came ready to talk about that era, right?
He wasn't playing.
I wasn't playing. I got AI on my shirt, you know. Head over to YouTube to check us out.
For sure.
But yeah, I think NBC actually thought about the same thing, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in terms of sport pundits when it comes to basketball. I don't know. Have you guys been seeing everybody kind of forming their selective teams and crews?
Everybody's getting a little team.
Right? Yeah. It's like Amazon crew.
They gearing up for this new contract that's about to be rolled out.
Some big money on that.
Big money.
So I think NBC said, when you think of, because the NBA is actually going to be on the
returning to NBC. That was one of the original homes of the NBA.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think NBC was like, what do you think about when you think about NBA on NBC?
Mad nostalgia.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah. I think a little NBA Jam game too, because that format was kind of the NBA on NBC visual, right?
Yeah. You just gave out some free IP for them.
I stayed giving away the millions.
Yeah, you just gave out you just gave out a check. Because I can see them doing all of this right now. I ain't going. Everything's on the table.
Got to build it up.
What? NBC got some money. Yeah. We know they in our building.
Oh yeah, they did.
I just passed that building last night.
Oh, word?
Right off the.
Don't dox us.
Don't.
Look what he about to do.
Look. Feeding to let the world know.
You want people
West
to pull
Coast.
up on us.
Yeah, West Coast.
Yeah, NBC got mad studios.
Oh my God, there's so many studios in New York.
I just passed it.
There are so many NBC studios, I can't even keep up with them, y'all. Oh my God. There's one in Brooklyn, there's one in the Bronx.
Not the one right by the highway, that's the one y'all?
By the highway. You just sit there, all right?
That one?
You just fucking sit there.
The one with the lobby, that's the one we be at.
With the door, right?
I bet. Yes. Anyway, Michael Jordan has, I can't even say return to NBC.
No, he was never there.
He was never there. He just played hoops.
Mike wasn't never on anywhere, really.
Never, ever.
Yeah,
he has now been added as a contributor to NBC.
Yeah. What do you think that word means, contributor?
Contributor means equity.
Money, first of all. I'm not leaving my house without the bag. I'm Michael Jordan.
Let's start there. Yeah. What's the dollar amount do we think MJ agreed to? Let's start there.
How much Tom Brady got? Do y'all remember Tom Brady?
I think he got 100 mil.
It was definitely 100 plus.
Like 5.
Let me see. It might have been 5 or 6.
We'll get that.
Romo got a bag too.
Romo had 10 years, I think.
Yeah,
right?
Romo got a big bag.
Yeah.
Multi-million.
I would like to know how many appearances he's going to make throughout the season, but if we're doing it by a year, let's see, Stephen A is getting 25 a year, something like that.
100 million for 4.
Yeah, they might be giving Mike like 40, 50.
A year?
Wait.
A year.
Wait. I look at it as a residency, right? For the most part.
Sure. But I
like
you know
a glorified residency.
I see it as a glorified.
And I don't know how long, like how many years he signed off for. That's why I'm going heavy on the year by year amount, because I doubt Mike is doing 10 years.
No, hell no.
And
I forget that might be year by year.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If it's year by year, I would imagine Mike like, I need 50 at least for 1 year.
I forget the term that they used for his role. But
all I heard was contributor.
Yeah, literally just a contributor.
I heard something else.
I think it's but I think it's equity. I think he's gonna speak on shows.
All those big words.
All
perpetuity,
all of them.
But it's like the word. I wish I remember the word, but to me it kind of sounded off as like a trial period. No, I don't see them.
You can't put trial and MJ in no sentence.
Mike.
I'm saying I think that's why they remixed the word.
Yeah, Mike don't even play a trial with me.
But he's not going to say anything. I don't see him saying anything like to anyone in particular. Like, we've seen what he did when he when he judged one of the NBA
the dunk contest.
Yeah, the dunk contest.
Giving out straight 8s. That's what they did.
He was wild.
It was like 5 on fire. Mike was like,
hey,
that's hate.
Unimpressed.
Yeah, that's Mike roll. Like,
try again. Yeah. And I think it's direct competition for the NBA on TNT.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but
that's what you meant by teams.
Yes.
They have a year. I think they have a year left. No.
Yes.
Yeah, they have like a year left before everything turns over.
ESPN
yeah, exactly. Right. And let me read this for you.
I didn't even think about that.
Direct competition, because they have been. I think they even want an Emmy.
And Mike and Chuck don't fuck with each other.
Mike and.
Yep.
Now all I need is
you seen that?
Now all
everything
I need
just came to light.
Yeah.
Oh, now I need Isaiah Thomas on TNT.
Oh Lord,
it's gonna be full circle
the
again.
biggest Mike hater.
Because it's storyline upon storyline while you're watching it.
Yeah.
There too.
It's like
that'd be great
like
TV.
a male soap opera.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah, literally.
Peep this, y'all. Michael Jordan's role on NBC's NBA coverage reportedly remains unclear.
See,
Might start as just taped segments. He mailing in the $40 million a year.
you're not flying over there.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He's gonna be right in the crib with his cigar.
It's like they're gonna zoom him in like.
Might start as tape segments.
Well, I would say we never seen Mike in a broadcasting role, right?
I agree with that.
So they might start him out on tape, like Pierre said.
Yeah.
Trial.
Mm-hmm.
The tape is because you don't know how Mike is live or on the spot, right? So let's see how Mike is in a more controlled media environment, and then maybe we can roll him out a little bit more.
There you go. Special contributor.
A special contributor. Oh,
yeah.
Big difference for you.
No.
Nah, Mike made them put special in there. Because there's regular contributors.
Words mean things.
Special because he MJ.
Nah, special is, this is a trial period. It might just be for the rest of whatever, or just this year. But
nah, it's special
because if he's terrible, if he tanks, he could be whoever. He could be
Yo.
whoever.
Jalen Rose is a contributor.
Yes, he is.
Michael Jordan is a
special contributor.
Words mean things.
And don't you get it fucked up now.
So if he's not here after next year because he's trash, what if he's trash?
I think NBC,
the name brings him into the room, but if he's trash, I don't think they're gonna keep him there.
I think NBC knew that they had to.
I think it's such a low bar. Like, I honestly just want to see Michael Jordan talk about basketball.
Yeah.
We don't see or hear from Mike. Like, he's not part of the game. He's like a ghost. So it's like,
we
saw him on Last Dance.
About today's game.
Today's, like, what do you think about today? Forget about the nostalgia. We already know about all of that.
Because he gonna
get
it off
right now.
But wait,
I want to know what he thinks about now. Like,
I want us to stay here because you guys feel passionate about this right now.
Yeah,
I can tell.
Yeah. Come on.
How do we think he's gonna actually do? We've seen the Tony Romos of the world, who he had a pretty solid career.
Yeah.
But it seems like people really prefer him after football, right?
Yeah.
And then we've seen Tom Brady, who had a phenomenal career,
and
but he's a bit, I won't say subpar on Mike, but it wasn't what I
could see Mike being kind of like Brady. Because we know Brady for being super competitive. Yeah, we also know Mike for being super competitive.
Brady got on there and turned real PC.
You know what I mean?
See what I mean?
But he would still get stuff off. Like, he got stuff off about Daniel Jones. And all the stuff that he said when he was on in the city with Michael Rubin and everybody. But forget all that. But then we've also seen, we know who Tony Romo is.
Yes.
Tony Romo, even though he played football and he had a competitive edge, but his competitive nature never really led him in the booth.
No.
If anything, he was diagnosing plays before they actually happened.
Yeah.
And it was the right play for the most part.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying I could see MJ like Brady has said a lot of things about today's quarterback and how the game is played now. And Mike, I could see Mike doing literally the same thing.
Yeah, MJ's an asshole.
I think it's a little different for Brady, though, because he's not that far removed from playing. So he played in today's game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what Tom Brady is critiquing or talking about, he's not too far removed from playing. He just won a Super Bowl like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Mike hasn't played in forever. What, 2003?
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah.
That was a totally
Wizards.
Different game. Yeah, on the Wizards. So that's a totally different game. And we don't see or hear Mike around today's game
at all. Which is why it's going to be interesting.
I don't even know if he know these players' names.
He probably like Lil Wayne to the shit.
Yeah, like he don't know what's going on.
He gonna learn. I see him.
He didn't know Braun was on the Lakers. What the hell?
I see him being more of the. I always get this mixed up
on the Cavs.
On the Cavs.
I don't know what's going on.
What you say, Pierre? Q is stupid.
Saying wrong names.
Yeah, he don't know. I guarantee you, Mike don't know what's going on. Yo, I'm telling you, he don't.
He's just been golfing this whole time.
He don't know what's happening.
Yo, someone said MJ back working. That's a recession indicator.
Facts.
I said, oh shit.
Dang.
I said, oh shit, you're right.
Mike still think the Bobcats is in the league. You got to bring him up. That's why they got him at home.
Why he
got to bring him up to speed.
He
gonna come on.
He didn't even know he changed the team to the Hornets.
You don't know what is going on. He gonna come on TV bugging like.
But
yeah, they got to get him warmed up.
I do think
warm Mike up.
I don't see MJ going PC.
No,
I don't.
It's not going to work if he does.
I don't. Yeah,
he has to just give it up. Like that's what I want from him, though.
Yeah,
because on the Last Dance, he was kind of giving it up, like in those little
those small moments.
Remember the laugh, the older memes.
If you put that,
Isaiah Thomas.
If you like put that same attitude and content to today's game from Mike.
Yeah.
And then imagine having a bad game and like, yo, Mike said I was ass. Like, not Brian Windhorst ain't say I was ass. Yeah. Michael Jordan said, yo, you were ass last night.
Like, that is a great point. And most importantly,
different.
I want to see how he shake up the block with the other sports pundits.
Yeah.
I want to see how they start moving, how they start reacting, and I guess rewording what they say and how they say it. Because they know the big bad bully.
The big homie there?
Big homie down the block. Is he going to revert what I'm saying directly and make me look like an asshole?
For sure. And like, he's got so much basketball knowledge and experience in him. He could tell when like,
he could talk.
Being in the room with somebody, I hate to say this. I hate it because I know this your man.
Say it.
I could draw the distinction. It's like,
say it.
It's like what we see now with Ish and Mark Lamar Hill.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ish been a little quiet. That's my man.
That's my man. Be careful, my man Ish.
That's my man. From what I've seen,
there's not been a lot of muffins cracked lately.
Y'all be cool.
Right.
Be cool before I go to the bakery for my man. Y'all not.
But look, I'm gonna clean it up. It's
I'll call
cool.
him right now.
It's very cool as a viewer. It's very cool to see that dynamic because
stop.
Cause listen. I'm about to explain. As an athlete, right? I always matter of fact, before I say this, I saw a comment a few episodes ago. Somebody says, "Yo, if P says that he's an athlete one more time, I'm not gonna believe it."
He got into the comments.
Yo, bro, I almost started recording me doing mad wild athletic stuff for no reason. Yeah, bro. Listen. I don't care what anyone says. Like, I'm an athlete through and through, right? Anyway, but I can speak to the athlete's mindset, right?
Yeah.
If I'm competitive, as we all know MJ to be, that competitive edge never leaves you. I've asked retired NFL players, like, yo, like once you're out of the sport, like what happens with that competitive edge? And they basically said, what I would assume, it just transfers to different things.
Into different areas.
Right. Mike being a sports pundit, I can see him translating it to like, to the seat, to the broadcast.
Yeah. I think
he's going to be an antagonist. That's going to be his role.
Mike might be trying to save his GOAT status, protect it.
You feel like he's been tarnished?
Well, there's been a lot of talk.
LeBron.
So, what I'm saying? Maybe Mike had to pop out. Like, maybe y'all forgot really who I am.
It's time for LeBron
y'all need to see me.
Retire.
Because we don't see Mike.
LeBron got a pod now.
Yeah, we don't see. Right. Mike has no voice in the media space, and everybody's pushing their own narrative on their own platforms. We need to see Mike.
And you know what it is, too? When you've been up for so long, rebranding and reselling the same sneaker over and over again, you get bored with all your hundreds of millions of dollars.
Golfing.
Right?
Yeah.
You kind of want to, just try new things. So
I'm excited because as much as I love Stephen A. Smith, y'all know that I come in and commend Stephen A. Smith. I think Stephen A. Smith is important. Fuck what y'all say on the internet.
I love it.
I love Stephen A. Smith. Okay, even when he sounds delusional, that
I like him.
It's great. However, MJ is not Stephen A. Smith.
No.
Okay, he didn't
yet.
2 different basketball careers.
Whoa. So, okay, you're talking just specifically basketball.
I'm talking from what MJ could speak from with basketball.
Okay.
Right? I think Stephen A. Smith
everything is going to hit different.
It's going to hit so much different.
Everything is going to hit different.
You talking to a nigga that went to 6 finals?
Yeah.
And won all of them?
This is the equivalent of like literally Hove hopping on a podcast and like breaking down the Drake and Kendrick beef.
Yo.
Okay.
That is amazing.
It would hit different. Like when Hove said what?
What? He caught what?
You know what I'm saying? Like we don't really see Hove a lot.
Yeah.
We know Hove is Hove, but as far as him being ingratiated with hip hop on a day-to-day, like Shaq, Chuck, they here with us playoff series. We hear and get their opinion all the time.
For sure.
We don't know what Mike thinks about anything. We can guess, but we don't know.
Yeah.
Just like we don't know what Hove thinks about anything. We can guess what he thinks about the Kendrick or anything related to rap, period, present day. We can guess what Hove thinks, but Hove don't really talk about what's going on in hip hop, right? He's just out the way. Mike is out the way. Yeah. So it's just like, I want to hear this. I want to hear it.
I want to hear it, but I'm really just listening to figure out like his role and like what role he's assuming and what he's saying.
Critique people. Well, he has to.
My role is I'm MJ and I'm better than you, nigga.
In the sport, he hasn't been.
No. That's the role.
Okay.
I'm Michael Jordan.
Himself is the role.
Do you think he'll do something like what Kobe did? Remember when Kobe had that bit where he was just breaking down parts of the game?
What? Okay.
Remember that? I forgot what it was called, but Kobe was like, I forgot what that.
I remember what you were talking about.
Yeah,
he was penning certain things.
Yeah,
how
he
was
like
felt
watching plays on the tablet. Like, no, but if you go over here, and go above the screen.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about
intricate,
now that I'm thinking about what a special contributor would look like, that sounds like a segment,
like breaking down the game at that point, as opposed to critiquing.
I would be so mad.
I want to talk his shit, yo.
I would be so
mad. You
mad.
gotta get Mike a little tequila.
Yeah.
Mike's not
I mean, you think it don't take much for the Miles to get yellow? You know,
come on.
You know he ready to go. That nigga ready to. That nigga ready to party. I just seen a clip of that nigga dancing and not like us in the club.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I. Say where I'm gonna find it right now.
He was in Ibiza.
That nigga was in Ibiza. He told the DJ to turn it on.
Yeah. What song?
Not like us.
I'm tripping. You just said that.
I couldn't believe it, right?
Couldn't believe it.
No, I would really like to see how this roll. When is this rollout happening? When is Mike coming?
Next season.
Next season. Okay.
Yeah. So what? September, October, we should see glimpses of him here and there.
Okay.
But the thing is, though, if he's on there breaking down sets, he don't know the new sets.
Yes, he do.
Yes, he do.
It's Michael Jordan.
Complex,
that complex.
The sets are the same from when he was playing.
I mean, they're similar.
Because I don't want to just hear him reference.
Now you're a football
everything
guy.
Of yesteryear.
You're a football guy. The set's the same from the 90s.
No, because it's the league.
The shotgun
plays have
shotgun
transitioned
offense
to like,
just got introduced.
No, West Coast. We used to run power eye, wishbone.
That's true. West
now
Coast.
Everyone,
offense,
it's spread everything.
All Mike got to learn is the 3-point shot.
The
game ain't that. Basketball ain't that complex.
That's what Q.
His commentary on the three.
See, I fuck with Q, man. I fuck with you too, P.
Yeah.
He just made a point I really like.
Nah, he's shooting right now.
Yeah, I bet. He just said some shit.
He cooking.
Because you know how I feel about the 3-point ball, right? I told you multiple times, right? Okay, cool.
But for the new listeners, tell us.
For the new listeners, I think Stephen. Still got Stephen in my mind. Stephen Curry ruined basketball.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that. I think he's a phenomenal player. I think he's the best shooter.
It's not his fault.
It's not his fault. I think he's the best shooter ever. And granted, that's what happens with things. They evolve. So I get it. However, I want to know what gritty 90s basketball MJ feels about the 3-point shot of today. I want him to do an hour on it.
7 foot brawling people just chucking threes. Carl Anthony Towns. Nah. Go ahead.
He's triggered.
Now I'm flustered.
Nah.
It'll be interesting to hear his commentary on that if it's ever brought up.
Yeah.
And two, I'm pretty sure
get brought up.
Other conglomerates are gonna want to do stuff with him.
Yeah.
Outside of the whole broadcast and stuff.
Right.
I'm excited
as it pertains to basketball.
Okay.
Might getting back to
the
game.
I just don't want to hear him always reference things from like in the past.
No, I don't want him to be in the past. I want present day Mike, and I want him to see what he thinks about today's game.
Yeah.
Because it changed. So things have changed. Like you couldn't challenge calls when Mike was in the league.
Yeah.
Small things like that. Like
he gonna be mad.
Mike is gonna be fed up.
He gonna be mad with that shit. I promise you.
Even like work ethic.
Oh my god.
I would like to see Mike like openly challenge players though, because I feel like players like if Mike
he's not doing that.
I would just like to see it.
Mike's washed right now.
Oh,
don't do that.
Oh shit.
He got the belly and all that.
Right.
Speaking of people with belly, oh my god, this is a great podcast.
And he just pointed at me. What you trying to say? I got a belly?
No, not you. There's another dude with a belly that
okay.
I have some thoughts about.
Okay.
Jinx, we have more thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Belly and a beard?
Yeah.
Episode
10. Right on track.
Come on.
Rick Ross recently visited Bootleg Kev out in LA.
Shout out to Bootleg Kev.
Hey, big shout out to Bootleg Kev. I love how he keeps up with everything.
Yeah.
And he's really a great journalist because he asks people exactly what we want to know. Yeah, he gets right to the fucking.
We haven't seen you since that shit happened, big dog.
How do you feel about this? What's up?
I like how Bootleg Kev navigates, not only just navigates through conversations, but when we've all seen interviews where people aren't really giving you much, but he's able to like still pull stuff out of them when they haven't really been giving them anything.
Shit, I saw that.
That's an art in and of itself.
I saw that when he did when he spoke to NBA Youngboy.
Yep.
I was
that's exactly what I'm referencing.
I was like, damn, that's really how you feel. Like, I had no idea.
And I think he has the cachet to do it because everybody can't do that.
Yeah,
right. So if you go on an interview with somebody and then you're just trying to pull a little extra, they're just like, nah. Next question.
Exactly. Now, all of us were seated for one of the best rap battles ever.
Yeah.
Luckily, we got to experience it. We were in the middle of it.
What
a time to be alive. Rick Ross was also a participant
for sure
in this rap battle. I I don't think niggas really asked for him to join.
Nah.
Nobody really asked
he
for
did
it.
the Kanye, like.
Yeah, no, you just my boy went all out.
Yeah,
Just went for the fucking gusto. And, Drake talks about it being a 20v1.
Yeah.
Rick Ross is one of the 20.
Yeah.
That has some words for Drake. And I got to be honest, man. At the time, I was Team Rick Ross.
You was with him with that?
Really? I was with him. I'm going to tell you what.
At that point.
White boy.
Yeah. White boy. I wasn't with like all of that shit. I didn't even know he was going to do that.
Antics too?
Yeah. Not the antics per se, but I was excited at the fact that Rick Ross, it seems as if he had a real issue with Drake that maybe we weren't privy to.
Yeah, it was kind of out. It was like
French.
It was kind of outside of the Kendrick, and he had his own issue with him.
Yeah.
Like, well, since you getting beat up,
let me join the pile on.
Let me get a punch in.
Let me tell you how I feel about you too.
Yeah.
So again, at that time, I wasn't necessarily against it because it came off as if he had a genuine issue. Right. He mentioned French Montana and how Drake had allegedly sent a cease and desist.
And that was a smoker.
We heard what? The Drake feature that was supposed to be on that French Montana album.
Man.
Oh man, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. The boy was getting off. Okay. Smoker. So at the time, I'm like, all right, cool. Rick Ross sticking up for his homie French Montana. Again, us as regular fans, we're not really privy to what's going on behind closed scenes. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's really happening. Rick Ross might know. Rick Ross done visited Bootleg Kev.
What'd he say?
I think I might have to play for you because I'm in a little bit of disbelief.
He was promoting.
You can't believe he is.
Oh nah, hold on. That was booty.
That was
wrong. I'm gonna get the clip. I'm gonna get the clip in a second.
You never know what's on that boy's phone.
We remember last time he did that.
Yeah.
Nah, but that Instagram boy, I tell you that Instagram
screen all sticky, ain't it?
Yeah. Yo, don't ever call my screen sticky.
Wash your hands, bro.
Don't ever call my screen sticky.
Allegedly, I don't know.
I'm gonna get the clip in a second for y'all. But yeah, Bootleg Kev basically just asked Rick Ross, like, where do you stand now with Drake? Yeah, like, what's up? Wouldn't you know?
As fate would have it.
Not
the same energy from last year?
On this fine day, he did not retain the same energy from last year.
Kia been ringing off for weeks, hasn't it?
Who's calling his phone?
Who
the fuck is calling Rick Ross' phone? That's what I want to know.
Boy, the knocked a little bit of that dirt off his shoulder,
didn't he? I thought he was going to use this opportunity to double down on how he felt. Yeah. And in fact, Bootleg Kev asked him, like, hey, if there's a real problem, and Rick Ross was like, not really, if he sent a bottle of Bel Air over, you never know what.
Bel Air, anything could happen.
That's literally what he said.
I know. I hated that answer.
Yeah.
He said if you send a bottle of Bel Air, anything could happen.
He's promoting. Well, he always promote.
Now I feel very indifferent about the whole situation.
You know what I'm saying? Let's say if Bootleg Kev asks Rick Ross that question about 50 Cent, you think he's gonna say that? Well, if 50 sent a bottle of Bel Air over, then anything.
No, he wouldn't. You're right. He wouldn't.
There'd be a different kind of energy behind it.
It absolutely would.
So that's where things get a little.
The way he was talking muddy about Drake on that white boy junk. White boy.
Yeah.
He was talking.
You got a nose job and your abs done.
He was talking about the nigga body.
And then he kept on, BBL Drizzy.
The BBL Drizzy shit he stuck around for. Yeah. Where do we stand on Rick Ross right now?
I can't say that I didn't see this coming. I mean, first of all, Drake and Rick Ross made amazing music together.
Yeah.
So I'm not even mad. The only two people I want Drake to get cool with again is Rick Ross and Future.
That's it.
Everybody else,
peace out.
Yeah, maybe The Weeknd. They had a little, did a little harmony that I like.
Nah, that's never happened.
That's not,
that's
cool.
cool.
I don't even need The Weeknd then, because they both good on their own.
Be content with those two and get out of it.
Rick Ross and Future, like those two, when they link up with Drake, magic was made. So I wouldn't be mad at them getting back together.
Yeah.
It was just funny that Rick had that energy because I can't say that I didn't see this coming back around.
Q, can I play it real quick?
What was the root cause of the falling out with Drake? Was it someone had told me it was because of the way he had treated French on a record? Is that?
I mean, I spoke on that on the record I released. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that. You know what I'm saying?
Because y'all got classics together.
If it's real, if real is gonna stay real. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Was it something really deep? Nah, that though. But if it's real, it's real, and that's what it is.
Could that ever be something you could ever see, like you guys talking it out, and you guys have so many classics together, such a long history together?
You never know if a send me a bottle of Luke Belaire, especially the white one. You know,
the white bottle, yeah,
yeah.
The white bottle
go for any of these young out here.
That nigga said nothing.
Look what it take for him to get back though. He don't even want like Louis XIII. He want the white.
Is this the white Belaire? Just trying to promote one of his businesses.
60 cash at your local liquor store.
He sound like Ryan Leslie on Vlad.
Oh my God.
When he was tripping over his words about Puff?
Yeah.
He did it again on the Breakfast Club. It's a similar clip. He said nothing.
It's always funny.
Talking for 10 minutes, but saying nothing.
He said, music is great. Anytime you make music to somebody that has music, you just want to keep it music.
That's one of my favorite pastimes. Hearing a nigga ramble about nothing. Because they can't really say what they want to say. We just heard it.
What Ross could have said was, we had a little something. It really wasn't that deep.
I ain't had no real beef for real.
I didn't really have no real beef with him. I felt like he stepped out of line, and we could be cool. But the likelihood of that happening is probably not likely.
Hello, Ish. This is Alex from We Have More Thoughts. I'm accompanied with my co-host Pierre and Q.
Crazy.
I would like your thoughts on MJ on NBC. Quick, go.
I don't know what that is. MJ on NBC?
Yes, Michael Jordan on NBC. Don't do this right now, please.
Oh, Michael Jordan. I think Michael Jordan is going to be funny, yet horrible. From a journalistic standpoint, horrible. From a comedy standpoint, amazing.
Okay, from a comedy standpoint, okay, all right, cool. Do you think he's going to get at the young guys? What do you think?
I think Michael Jordan looks at all of these young basketball players like they are trash.
Okay.
He's not going to be able to hide his comment.
Is that how you look at other podcasters as well?
No, I don't look at people like that.
Ish, it's Pete. You think MJ's going to be living in yesteryear with all his takes?
No, I just think he's going to evaluate the talent and look at just like they bums and they couldn't tie my shoes like Charles Barkley does.
Okay.
All right, say what up to my man Q.
Yo, Ish was good.
What's up? Good day, sir.
All right. Now, what are you doing? You sound like you hustling and bustling over there. Take a deep breath. You sound like you was running over. You know you only got one leg.
Word.
I'm out of town.
Okay.
Handling a few things.
I'm out of town. Fucking with my rhyme.
Out of town with the Achilles. How big dog?
Hey, we gonna get a call popping. All right. We gonna chat. Me and you. All right.
You and I gonna chat?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, you gotta let me know if you hear something.
All right. What the fuck? I'm gonna let you. Wait, when you gonna stop by on me and the guys?
Whenever y'all ready.
All right, say no more. When that foot heal up, I feel bad.
Yeah.
Why?
All right.
Nah, this handicap accessible.
Pierre, I mean, Ish, we saw the footage. Let's not do this. Ish.
I know.
He looked athletic for the first 2 steps.
I ain't gonna lie, that triple threat you started with, it looked good.
Yeah.
And then you just
That's what you know what I mean?
It started.
And then my look, dog, let me tell you, my brain said, do this.
Let me tell you.
And I said, all right. And then my body said, whoa.
But my body.
Yo, can Ish give us any recovery tips for Jason Tatum? Any recovery tips for Jason Tatum?
Ish, listen. Q is asking. Q, ask it again.
Yo, Ish, any recovery tips for Jason Tatum? He has a similar injury. Same move you made. Everything.
He has the same injury.
Yeah.
Yo, that really is your man. You rock with the light skin.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum don't need me. The doctors he could buy.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I heard you flew to Santa Monica for your doctor, so I don't know.
Went deep.
Or
nah, he got the doctor's money. He gave my little PA advice.
All right, look, I'm gonna call you. You gotta come on, seniority. Promise our audience. All right.
Indeed.
All right, brother.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm peace, man. You be okay out there, all right? All right, he bang. I don't like when he be just banging it like that. Oh man,
that was a good call.
Yeah,
great call.
Yeah.
I think we're fucking done.
I forgot what we ended on.
What the fuck were we talking about?
I don't even know.
Oh, Ross.
Oh,
Ross.
Yeah.
Ross. Ross. Ish right back to Ross. Ross.
Yeah.
Ross.
Nah, he could have just said something totally different on Bootleg Kev though.
Listen, man.
Because he wants it. He wants that feature.
I'm gonna end on this so we can really leave.
All right, let's go.
I really was supporting Ross because I've been that friend to show up for another friend that won't speak up for someone that wronged them.
Okay.
I've done that multiple times. I'm that person. Y'all know me. I'm like a fucking Glock with a switch on it. What's up? Yeah. Like, what you said about my people? What's up?
Gotcha. And French don't seem like the type that would do that.
Exactly. Sure. Right. So at the time, I'm like, all right, cool. French trying to play the cool guy. He ain't all that puff shit. He trying to stay low key. Just for you to go, yo, send me a bottle of some shit I already got in my crib.
Yeah.
All right, man.
But before we wrap on that, I think it was something a little more. It wasn't only the French thing. I think Drake was maybe supposed to pull up on Ross for
the video. Go Roses, right? Yes.
So I feel like it was a couple things that were stacked on top of each other, and it just came to like, you're not gonna keep doing this, dog. Like, just like you doing us favors, we doing you favors too.
Right.
Like,
okay.
At the end of the day, I'm still Rick Ross, dog. You ain't just gonna shit on me like that.
Like that, yeah. I'm older than you. I've been in the game for a certain while. You know, I'm revered.
So, you know what I'm saying? I think it was a couple things added up, but yeah.
Just pent up frustration.
Built up.
All right, Rick Ross, you know what you gotta do with that pent up frustration, brother. Yeah, this has been great.
It's been good.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nah.
Pull it apart.
I think
Pierre, I'm taking so much of your time.
No.
You was supposed
my schedule got pushed back a little bit.
Okay, thank God. Yeah. Now I feel a little bit better.
Go for another hour?
I can do another 15. Another 15.
Look.
15 would be solid.
Look. You ain't finna blame me for what you about to get into. No,
it's not. Wait, you saying like I'm doing something? I'm about to go make money.
I know, and you're not gonna blame me for taking
money doing what?
My craft.
Boy's good.
The daytime job or the nighttime job?
Both, because I do both in my craft.
The boy is good. I can't.
He's gonna get out of there every time.
Every fuck ain't he?
Because I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Mr. Get out the way.
Mr. Like a snake. Hey, y'all, thank you guys for listening. As always, if you've been listening for this long, you should already be like, subscribe, and comment.
Everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Poppies in the chat for
Poppies in the chat for P.
No poppies in the chat for P.
Wait, that sounds crazy.
What? That's what you ask them to do every time.
No, I'm saying like anybody in support of
We're not in support of you.
Just poppies in the chat.
We're not in support of you.
Hashtag Mr. Welcome Down for me. What you got? You want something? Just A's in there.
Virgins in the chat.
Virgins in the chat. Oh shit.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yo, you gotta give us a follow up next part about your man.
Yeah.
Keep us going on that. Got any updates?
Daryl, right?
Yeah, Daryl.
Nah, Alex.
Yeah, I ain't seen him.
You haven't seen him.
I'm gonna see him next week.
All right.
I'm gonna see him next week. Yeah. Me and him had planned to do something.
Just let us know how that thing is going.
I'm gonna let you know about Daryl and his experience with that virgin. Okay.
Yes.
All right, I'm out of here for real, y'all.
Yeah.
No poppies in the chat for Pete. I'm gonna think of something else, but
you don't want
no
that?
poppies in the chat now.
Definitely hashtag Mr. Welcome Down for me.
And hold ish accountable.
Yes.
Peace out.